So this week I'm not really talking about a lick necessarily. This is just something I've been messing around with that's featured in a few things I'm sort of trying to work on. I'm currently in standard tuning, which is really important to mention before we go forward, because we're going to be talking about chords in this lesson and fretboard harmony. I've been messing around with quartal harmony, which is where we stack fourths on top of one another, which gives us a really interesting sound when we play chords. To me it sounds very fusiony. I know that's a strange term to use, but coupled with some chorus which I've got on at the moment, some fast chorus, it gives me that sort of sound I hear in Jimmy Herring's playing, or any of that sort of fusion, sort of jazz rock fusion rhythm playing stuff. What I'm doing is I started off doing this ages ago without knowing what I was doing by drawing out the fretboard. This is back when I did exclusively use standard tuning, and just pick fragments of notes to play together. I came up with this voicing. I'm not even particularly sure what chord that will be, but in G major, just a really nice chord to grab. And what I was doing here at the start was I was playing in what I was thinking of as A Dorian, but of course the same notes are in G major, and I'm just stacking notes on top of each other to create really nice grabbable chord positions. And then what I'm doing is I'm just playing them in sort of rhythmic stabs, and then on the fly I'm sort of changing key, maybe on one or two beats, just to add a bit of tension. Let me show you what I'm doing with a root note, because that's going to help us give this reference. So as you can probably see, unfortunately I'm on my filming on my iPad today. My camera's being charged and it's not currently usable, so apologies if the quality is a bit lower. But if you can see, I'm playing my A note here. And the first chord fragment I'm doing is, I'm not going to give you names for these chords because they are so they would be so complicated when we try and analyse quartal harmony in tertiary harmony. I think it's called tertiary harmony, normal harmony that we use, because they really don't act in the same way. But basically I'm playing second fret, third fret, starting on the D string. All these voicings are on the top four strings, and again I'm in standard tuning. So I've got this shape, 2, 2, 3, 3 in terms of frets, and then I can move that up 2 frets, sorry, and then we go 5, 5, 7, 7, and then I move to the same sort of pattern we were using before on 7, 7, 8, 8, and then I can do 9, 9, 10, 10. And that's really as far as I'll go. We can go 10, 11, 12, 12, and further up like that. But these are the patterns I use. It's basically two shapes. And the easiest way to remember it is we've got this tone gap in between our two sort of fingers. And then the two voices either side are just exactly the same shape. And what I'll do, and this is really good to practice your independence within your fingers as well, is I'll just give myself a pulse on the A string, and I'll just grab these chords at random. So maybe I'll grab them every 4 beats. So and then I'll maybe grab them every beat. Then I'll get used to doing like 3/2, so I'll go like, whoops. Just turn the volume down so you can hear that. And it's really good to get that independence between your thumb and your finger, because if you're playing this solo, or even doing it in a sort of solo spot in a song, you can get really interesting harmony by having this root note here. And what I was doing in the intro was, I was moving from the key of A Dorian up to the key of C Dorian, because they've got some related notes. So I will go, and instead of hitting this chord, I would hit this chord, which is our middle shape from our A, just moved up 3 frets. Basically moving all our patterns up 3 frets over this A drone, which gives us a really interesting sound. So let me just mess around. So if we're in A Dorian now, and now C Dorian, and that tension of the A sounds really great. And go even further, so now we're E flat. And then we can easily go back to A like that. So this, again, not really a lick this week, and nor is this video quick, but just have a mess around with these chord shapes and just try stacking these notes on top of each other. They're really easy to grab on the guitar. They remind me of those Django Reinhardt shapes and fingerings he used to use. We only really need 2 fingers for these, and they're a lot of fun to play with and really fun to get that fusion sound. Crank up the chorus and you're ready to go. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.